This one is a whole moment. Like, I don't even want to show you guys yet because you'll see it in the video that I'm gonna post, which is about me selling my wares to make money to go shop at Zara. A linen maxi. First of all, like, it has a rope. Okay, so enough said right there. Like, I didn't even need to see anything else. Okay, and it is an extra large, so I'm hoping that it's gonna give enough give. Zara, even though I hate to admit it, I don't want to say if it runs true to size, because sometimes I'm truly a large and sometimes I'm not. Okay, and sometimes I can fit a medium at Zara and sometimes I definitely cannot. Welcome to the channel, y'all. I'm Tima and this is Decollection. Okay, so this is the channel where we declutter with style, we restyle and remix old fits, we shop our closets, and when we do shop, we shop sensibly and we still look fly. Okay, so welcome to August. You know what that means. We still have one full month of actual summer fun, and we're going to continue to track our wares. But most importantly, we are going to set some action steps for the month of August so that we can make sure that we stay aligned to our SMART goal of decluttering 30% of our wardrobe and sticking to a budget so we can continue to elevate our lives. Okay, so let's get right into our milestones, our highs and lows for the month of July. So I had said that I wasn't going to spend any money in July on clothes and shoes and, you know, accessories, things like that, because I was truly recovering, or maybe I was on punishment from March, April, May, and June. I didn't, obviously you guys know, I really was sticking to the $100 a month budget all year long. So I really did a good job with that. But, you know, I had a lot of expenses, a lot of family expenses over the course of the last like 3 to 4 months. And it truly added up. Like, you know, Carly graduated in May. So it was all of the expenses that go along with it. We took her on a graduation cruise. We went on a trip to Jamaica in July. We did it was just a lot. Okay, so, and before all of that, I had known that I had enough stuff because, you know, I decluttered, I did all the things. I knew that I didn't need any clothes for the rest of summer, and I truly don't. However, you also know that I am helping my oldest daughter, Jordan, on her redefining her style journey. So we decided to hit up the Zara sales because everyone had been talking about the Zara sales. So I said, okay, so if we're going to go shopping, we're going to hit up Zara. We're going to see what kind of earthy black girl boho chic vibes you can find in there. I have a Miami Beach girls trip coming up in August. Maybe I could find a cool Miami vibe. We're sticking to not even $100 budget. We're sticking to like no more than $20, $30 per item budget. And we're only getting one thing. Okay, so we did that. We went to Zara. The sales were great. It was fabulous. Like, I'm not a big mall shopper. I'm not a big store shopper. And I'm not really a big Zara shopper. So I was just flabbergasted and just floored and amazed and awed by it all. Like, I had stepped into a totally different realm and I was just like transported to to another place. Like, I really enjoyed the Zara sale. Now, granted, we didn't have a lot of time because we had an hour before the mall closed. We went on a Sunday afternoon and we had the 2 kids with us. So you already know that's going to limit your time, your space, everything, right? So, which was good because we had a limited budget. So we didn't need a lot of time and we didn't need a lot of space to go shopping and go crazy. So we found a few items. And I'm going to go through what I spent. I did a video on that and that's going to come out. Not sure when that video is going to come out because I'm almost done editing the video. But this is the August video. So this one needs to come out first now. So it's like conflict. Oh my goodness. I don't know which one is going to come out first. So just look out for the, it's going to be the part 2 to the Boho Girls Guide to Budget Shopping. So look out for that video. If it didn't already post, I'll try to link it in the embedded. I don't know, but just look out for both of the videos. They're coming out. Okay, so what did we buy at Zara? Okay, so in total, we spent $69.11. So $69.11. I got a white embroidered maxi. So one of the things I realized about my summer maxi dress collection is that I didn't have like a nice white flowy, like I'm a goddess and you know it, kind of white maxi dress. Like, how is that possible? Now, I've had some in the past and I don't know, gave them away, threw them out, they had holes in them, whatever. So I don't have one. And so I was like, this is a perfect opportunity, perfect space and time for me to try to find one. So I didn't quite find that, but I found this midi length white embroidered dress, and again, didn't have time to try it on. So I was like, okay, it's an extra large, can't really go wrong. It'll probably have enough space, it'll give, it'll do all the things. So check out the video so you can see what happened with that dress. And then, because the white dress, while it's pretty and it's great and I needed it, it wasn't quite the Miami Beach vibe moment that I was looking for. So I found this multicolored knit mini dress and I was like, oh, she is cute. She is the right kind of like summer sexy cool vibe, and also the colors are just muted enough. Like, the colors are very like earth tony, so I could carry that into fall. And even though the dress is gonna be low cut and all that stuff and it's knitted, I could even see me wearing this to work with a white button down shirt underneath it. So I was excited about it. We did all the cost per wear analysis and I was like, I'm gonna make it work. Okay, so check out the video so you can see whether it works or not. And then Jordan bought a red peplum crochet top. So cute. I initially wanted it too, but we both decided it was gonna be best for her. It was a size medium, and right there in the store we figured out how many different ways you could wear that shirt, and we were like, okay, 10 different ways. Obviously, probably don't have 10 different ways to wear for the rest of the season, but over the course of the next year or the lifetime of the shirt. Great. Now, everything was marked down 60%. So all these items were like, you know, $20 to $25. So the white dress was $25.88. The knit mini was $21.56. And the crochet peplum top was $21.56. And then, of course, we paid 11 cents for the brown shopping bag. So it was a hit. We hit both of our targets. We were great. We were happy. Again, didn't try them on. So watch out for that video so you can see what they all look like. But what I will say is that I eventually had to return one or two or all or none of those items. So before I went back to Zara to exchange one or two or all or none of those items, I decided that I'm probably gonna want to buy something. Obviously, I'm, exchanging. Let me see if I can take the clothes that I'm actually not using and try to make some money off of it. So I didn't have a lot of time, so I bagged about 10 items from my closet all summer, all in season, that I'm not wearing. Things that I really did like, but I'm like, I might not like them anymore. Anyway, I need to make some money because I want to hit the Zara sales again. So I bagged up about 10 items, dropped them off at Clothes Mentor in Morrow, Georgia, and I was hoping to make about 20 bucks. That was my goal, and I was a little bit shy of that. Well, half shy of that. I made 9 bucks, but nonetheless, I'm like, at this point with those Zara sales, $9 could really go in there and do some damage. Plus, I might have some credit with the exchange. So I was great. So all in all, I did go back and I made some returns, some exchanges, as you'll see, and I bought 2 things. Plus I had the additional 9 bucks. So the first thing that I bought was, or returned, exchanged, purchased, whichever, was this ruffle butter yellow baby doll dress. Okay, I'm excited about that. Haven't tried it on, so also check out that video because I'm doing a video with the, anyway, you'll see. And this one is a whole moment. Like, I don't even want to show you guys yet because you'll see it in the video that I'm gonna post, which is about me selling my wares to make money to go shop at Zara. This one is a linen maxi. First of all, like, it has a rope. Okay, so enough said right there. Like, I didn't even need to see anything else. Okay, and it is an extra large, so I'm hoping that it's gonna give enough give. Zara, even though I hate to admit it. I don't want to say if it runs true to size, because sometimes I'm truly a large and sometimes I'm not, okay? And sometimes I can fit a medium at Zara and sometimes I definitely cannot. So, but I will try those dresses on in the video that I make after this, and we will see what works and what doesn't work, and if I have to hit up Zara again. So, all in all, with the initial purchase, with the exchange and returns, and or maybe I did, whatever, plus the $9 that I made selling my wares at Clothes Mentor, I only spent a total of $54.74 for the month of July. Okay, so great, because I stuck to the $100 a month budget. However, I'm a little bit off from my goal because I really didn't want to spend any money at all. Okay, so we don't have another dime or time to spare, so we're going to get right into our action steps for August so that we are still aligned to our SMART goal, $100 a month budget, and decluttering 30% of our wardrobe. Okay, so for week one, now week one totally surprised me, I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't really expect this, okay? Because I've been telling you guys about the Zara sales. I've been telling you guys all year long about how we avoid spending a lot of money because we're gonna wait to the end of season sales. I've been saying that. However, after going to Zara twice and potentially having to go back a third time, I realized that it's still a setup, okay? And we know that, right? Sales are really a setup. Like, we don't win. We think we win because we're getting new things because, you know, that's how our psychology works. But I'm telling you guys that for week one of August, we are going to avoid shopping. And I've said this before, but let me tell you this specifically. Avoid the end of season sales. Avoid the end of summer sales. Why? Because they are great. They are up to 80% off. So 80% off of originally priced items at like $50 or originally priced $60 is virtually like 10 bucks, okay? And so why wouldn't I get a linen maxi dress for 10 bucks? Like, are you crazy? Are you telling me not to get this? And I'm telling you, yes, okay? It seems crazy. It seems counterproductive to what we've been talking about in terms of shopping sensibly, saving money. But let me tell you what the problem with the end of the summer sales are. So when items are so cheap, when they're reduced to like 80%, you are triggered to buy something that you normally wouldn't buy. Like, you're gonna take more risk. You're gonna buy something that may or may not be flattering. You're gonna buy something that you haven't even tried on because it's only 10 bucks, it's only 15 bucks, it's only 20 bucks, whatever it is. And that's fine because you're not breaking the bank. But what you're doing is you're amassing more and more items and more clutter. And that's the whole premise of this channel. We don't need more things. Okay, so unless you have a specific occasion coming up, like a Miami Beach girls trip, or you have a wedding, you have whatever, like, unless you have something specific. And I kid you about the Miami Beach trip because really, I don't really need to buy anything for summer. I don't really need to buy anything for that trip. But I did go with Jordan to Zara so that she can build her wardrobe. And so, like, sure, I'm going to try to find something for 20 bucks. So now I'm in this whole rabbit hole I got to get myself out of because I'm returning and exchanging and more shopping and then more exchanging and returning. So just avoid all of that completely, seriously, because you don't really need it. If you have not bought anything for this, like, whatever you already have for summer is good enough. You have it. You don't need anything else. We haven't even worn everything we have for summer. So please do yourself a favor and avoid the end of summer sales. And I know this is so counterintuitive because I said it, like, that's what we're waiting for. But at this point, we've already enjoyed some of those sales, okay? So we don't really need anything else except that I got to go make another exchange because I need my money back. Okay. So we're avoiding that. Week 2, we are still tracking our summer wears. What have we been wearing? Why are we wearing? And what are we going to do about it? So last month, we've tracked our things. We sold some items. I'm going to post that video. As I said, we're going to make some money. You got to sell current things. But more importantly, we are going to track our accessories because we've done clothes and we've done shoes. So we're going to track our summer accessories. What accessories have not been getting any play? So for example, this bangle was, I've had this bangle. I'm just going to go out on a limb and I'm just going to do a rough estimate and say I've had it for the better half of 20 years. But then it resurfaced, and I think about 2 years ago I was wearing it all the time. Okay, and then this summer, not at all. And that's fine because, you know, trends change, your seasonal interests change, and that's all fine and dandy. But there are things that are really great that we are just not even acknowledging, and we're not giving them any play. So we're gonna go through our summer accessories because now's the time. Again, if you can sell some of those things, if you have some really cool shades and all of those things and headbands, you know, that's my thing too, which is why I'm wearing this one today. So we're gonna go through and declutter all of our summer accessories because again, we need to make space and we need to make some cash. So if we're not wearing it, pass it on and elevate it. Okay. So then that leads us into week 3. Week 3 is to style outfits around those accessories. So we're going to try to find at least 3 accessories, and we're going to style entire outfits around each accessory. Not try to make the accessories work with an outfit, but the accessory is the center. Okay, so these outfits are accessory-centered. Okay, so for example, a cool headband. Okay, I'm gonna try to build a whole outfit around that. A bag that's like very summer specific, I'm going to try to build an entire outfit around that. Okay, you guys get the point. So challenge yourself to do that and see what kind of fun, cool ideas you come up with and things that'll probably work beyond summer as well. Okay, and number 4. And as you know, for week 4, we always track our spending, making sure that we're sticking to our budget, making sure that we've decluttered some items, gotten rid of things while we still have time to do so. But we're also going to start planning our fall capsule. So I want you guys to start preparing your minds, your body, and your soul for the fall new arrivals. They are coming. So start figuring out what your shopping triggers are, your shopping anxiety is, figuring out your budget for the next few months. All of the things, start mapping out and scheduling events, potential events, or the ones that you already know that are on the calendar. And please do yourself a favor and write down a list of fall essentials because they're coming. Okay, so if you shop or if you go to the mall, if you walk around and you see like sales or, you know, new items, you might be triggered by them because with every new arrival season comes fabulous fashion that your brain, the world is telling you just have to have. And most likely, and probably not, and definitely, it's not true. We don't need it. We've done that. We've been there. We know that it's not true. But there are some things that we are going to need, and there's nothing wrong with buying things that we want. So just make a list and do yourself a favor. So that way, if you do find yourself out or you do find yourself tempted, you will refer back to your capsule list and say, oh, okay, well, I know that I need some long cardigans. I haven't purchased long cardigans in like, I don't know, 5 or 10 years. And I think now that's gonna be my thing. And I want a pair. I want a few long cardigans or some mid-length cardigans. Okay, so great. So when you go out and you see something that's not that, but you might see a crop cardigan, you're like, wait, I said I wasn't doing that. It's cute, but I'm not doing that, okay? So that's what we're doing for week 4. We're gonna start building our fall capsule. I've already started mine because that was part of my, you know, year-long SMART goal. So I already have a list of things that I need for fall and winter. So I'm just going to refer back to that and just finish it because I'm supposed to have 15 items for my fall and winter capsule. So, all right. So we got a lot of things to do. I'm so excited because, again, August's action steps were kind of unexpected. And I'm happy that I'm not going to be shopping. We're going to apply the 3 before spree before we attempt to go out and shop. And when we do go out and shop, we're going to be doing costware analysis every single time. So we are going to just be doing all of the smart, sensible things. And again, we're going to be looking fly because that's just what we do. So Thank you for sticking to the end of the video. Thank you for stopping by. But before I go, I want to let you guys know, I want to give you guys a quick update. So I've been doing this channel for about 6 months, and I'm so proud of myself because you just go into things and you're not even really sure if it's your thing, if you're gonna have the stamina, the discipline, and all that stuff. And I think that I've proven to myself, and hopefully to you guys who care, that I can do this. But I also have to be realistic about what my data says, and I'm reviewing my YouTube analytics, and I just feel like my content and my channel should be a little bit further than where it is. So I might have to take a pause, not because I'm quitting or going anywhere, no way, no ma'am, I'm not doing that. But because I really want to get good at this strategy. So I have to kind of like regroup and figure out some things and figure out how to like promote the channel a little bit better or even a little bit more, because I'm just in my bubble and I'm just making the content. I get these ideas, we have this SMART goal, we have these plans, so I'm building the content based on that. And I'm not necessarily getting feedback from you guys or like what other ideas you want to see, and that's fine. I like that you come in and stopping by. But I do have to kind of figure out this long-term strategy if I want to, keep doing this, and I think I do. So I might pause for like a few weeks. I may not. I may not. But if I do pause and you don't see any videos coming out, just please know that I am working hard behind the scenes to figure out the strategy and to come harder and stronger in the next season. Okay? So we're still sticking to our budget every month. We're still sticking to all of the goals that we set forth. September is going to basically be a repeat of what we're doing in August. So even though I have some ideas and I'm going to come up with some new things, if I do find time to come out of my deep scientist strategy mode that I'm in, then I'll try to pop in with a video, because I really love doing it. I really get excited about it. I swear to God I do. And I know that it's not about the money, or it's not about like building the community or anything like that, but it's about like, if I'm going to do something, I want to do the best that I can. So I want to figure out and learn all the different ways to just make it great. Not just for me, but for you guys. So that's what I'll be doing. But stick with it, because I am. And I'm going to be back. Okay. This may or may not be a pause. It may not. And it certainly won't be long. So when we come back, we'll be bigger and brighter and better. All right. But in the meantime, don't forget to keep liking, sharing, subscribe, and pass it on to friends and family, especially if they like long form. If they don't like long form, then whatever, because we don't need them messing up the analytics, because they're not even watching the whole video. But whatever, just share it, just do all the things, and I will see you next time. Promise. I'm Kima, and this is Decollection. Bye.